In 2018, Amazon earned over $232 billion and several billion in profits. And instead of having to pay income taxes, they got a $129 million tax return. You say, how is that, Rick? That's because Amazon works on tax credits. And tonight we're going to be having class in about 20 minutes or so. And you're all invited to come. And you can learn how to get tax credits. In fact, you can learn how to make $1 million, don't pay no taxes, and get a tax return. That's right. You can learn how to do that. Say, how do I know? Because we get tax credits from the International Monetary Fund. You say, what's the International Monetary Fund? I'm glad you asked. It started back in 1913 when Social Security was created. There's a fund that was created through Social Security called the International Monetary Fund. You say, well, who are the trustees of this fund? It's the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, and they are the trustees of the United States bankruptcy, which took place in 1933, when the United States declared bankruptcy as a corporation, not as a country, but as a corporation. A corporation that started back in 1868 out of Edinburgh, Scotland. It was dissolved in 1906, and it was picked back up in 1925 in New York City. And you can look all this up because it's just public information that the United States Corporation, 28 USC 3002, Section 15A, states clearly that the United States is a corporation that operates out of DC, is a corporation and not a country. That's like public knowledge. Anybody that knows anybody can look that up. So what's my point? My point is that if you want some of this money, and we were able to get $1 million worth of this from the Department of Treasury. The Department of Treasury issues big checks to people who operate out of trust and understand how to get tax credits. So tonight, if you're interested in coming, we're going to start class in about 20 minutes, and just put IMF in the chat if you're interested in coming. IMF. Just put those three initials in the chat. Or if you're on TikTok, go to Rick the Wealth Coach. If you're on TikTok, go to rickthewealthcoach.com, and there's a free link there where it says IMF, and it just automatically brings you to a class. So go to rickthewealthcoach.com, rickthewealthcoach.com. Go there. Who is this? Stop, please. Lawrence, who are you? Maybe somebody I know? Okay. I don't think so, so. All right. So you can enjoy the rest of your life, Doc. I'll never come on here saying nothing stupid. You got one time to say something stupid to me, and I dismiss you like herpes. Okay. All right. So um, put IMF in the chat if you're interested in coming. See, I don't know about y'all, but the way the saints of God are, save people, we don't take no crap off nobody. Yeah, the stuff y'all put up with, I never put up with that stuff. Somebody say something stupid to me, I just cut them off, and that's the last time they can talk to me. I mean, for their life, they can't never talk to me no more. I'm like, I ain't having nothing else to do with you, partner. All right, because we around here handling big business, and we dead serious about this money. And we're not gonna sit around. We're not sitting around waiting to go to heaven and die and all that. Ain't how we get down around here. All right, we finding out exactly what's going on and making sure we get paid. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, heaven too. We getting paid right now in the heaven that's on earth. And then what? We get our reward in the heaven up there too. We getting down twice. All right, pay me twice. All right, pay me while I'm on earth, and pay me later. Why? Because my God, he's the God of heaven and earth. He ain't just a God of nothing going on in the sky that ain't happening down here. I wouldn't even serve no God. I gotta wait to get to the sky before this cat can respond to me. I wouldn't even serve that kind of God. My God is alive now, up there and down here, and we deal with stuff. And it's a lot of money that the United States Corporation of America created, and they created it all through credits. Okay, so it's called credit money. So everybody put CM in the chat so you can dig what I'm saying. All right. So I'm gonna teach you how to get this credit money, because money ain't nothing but credits. You say, what do you mean? Money ain't nothing but paper money that was created through credits. And until you start learning how money is really made, you ain't gonna get none of it. All right. So it's called credit money. If you ain't getting no credit, you ain't got no money. You say, what do you mean? I'm talking about if you're not learning how to get the credits that come from out of the International Monetary Fund, then when you're like struggling to get some money because you're getting money based on only the money you made. But the money that you make, quite frankly, for the average one of us, is not enough money for us to ever have no generational money. The money that we make Now, if you 1% of us that know how to communicate good and you know how to make $1 million a year plus, then good for you. But most of y'all listening to me don't make $1 million plus. Most of y'all listening to me, like me from the hood, and you ain't got your communication skills up good enough yet to get to $1 million a year. So you're gonna have to, your money is gonna have to make some money, or else you're gonna die without no money. All right. So I don't want to see that happen to you. I want to help you with your communication skills so that you can get to the point like us where you can make $1 million a year. Because if you learn how to communicate online, you can make a lot of money. All right. But tonight, what my class is going to be about is about how your money makes money. All right. So it's going to start in about 20 minutes. And all you got to do is put IMF in the chat. That's if you're here on Facebook, if you're here on if you're here on Instagram, put IMF in the chat. If you're on TikTok, go to rickthewealthcoach.com. Rickthewealthcoach.com. That is a legitimate website. That's my website. And if you go over there, you'll see everything that we do. And you can get the link at rickthewealthcoach.com. Okay. And you don't you have to pay anything to come to class tonight. All right. Come to class and learn what it is that we're talking about and just investigate what we're telling you. All right. And read some books and learn some things. Okay. So here's a few books to get. The first book I would get would be Fruit from a Poisonous Tree by Melvin Stamper. Fruit from a Poisonous Tree by Melvin Stamper. I would get that book. And the reason I would get that book is because chapter 2 tells you quite clearly how the International Monetary Fund was created. Actually, it was created before then, but it'll tell you how you are disqualified to get the money. So let's just deal with 1913 up because the International Monetary Fund was created a couple of centuries ago. But let's just deal with 1913 up. Melvin Stamper. Melvin Stamper. Yeah, Melvin Stamper. Yeah. So it's called Fruit from a Poisonous Tree. And I would get that book. The second book I would get is well, my book is a good book, Control Everything, All Nothing. That's a good book for you to read. And you can just put control in the chat if you want that book. And we'll just send a link to you. Just put in the word control or go to rickthewealthcoach.com if you want to purchase it. All right. And good evening, Cynthia. How you doing, dear? And then the third book I would get would be The Creature from Jekyll's Island. That would be my third book. Fitzhugh, if you want to get control everything on nothing, y'all got to get it. Y'all on TikTok. On TikTok, y'all got to go to rickthewealthcoach.com because TikTok doesn't work. The thing doesn't work with you all. You got to go to rickthewealthcoach.com. Get used to the website. That way you know you're dealing with me because there's a lot of crooks out here and they fake like they us and they be stealing people money. So if you go to my website, you know you got the right person. All right. So that's my recommendation for you. So I'm going to teach you all tonight. If you decide you want to come over to class and just put IMF in the chat if you want to come to class, or go to rickthewealthcoach.com and get our link today. Fitzhugh, yeah, I knew Bill Pennington real well. Yeah, I know him real well. I met Bill way back in like 1991. In fact, he used to come to our office downtown in Chicago. So yeah, I do know exactly what you're talking about, Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh. So you all that's on TikTok, listen to me good. IMF is not going to work over there. Go to rickthewealthcoach.com. Do it now while you're thinking about it. rickthewealthcoach.com has all of my classes. And tonight's class is free. You just click on the link and come on over. All right. You don't have to pay any money to come to class at all tonight. I'm going to put our $1 million check on the screen, show you how we got it, and show you that we're just talking about what we do for a living. All right. So I talk a lot about a lot of things, but what I actually do for a living, what I do for a living is that I teach people how to make money, how to multiply it, and how to manage it. That's what I do for a living. All right. And the best way to make money starting off with is to make sure that you get your money back from the bank. That's the simplest way to make money because you ain't even got to invest no money. All you got to do is just what? Just go in and put the money in the bank the correct way, the way that we do, and get your money back from the International Monetary Fund. All right, so that's the first thing. All right, that's the first thing to do. And then tonight, I'm gonna give you a little bit of information tonight on a crypto that I'm buying. I'm gonna tell you why, and so I'm just gonna add that's just gonna be like a bonus tonight. So if y'all interested in and learn a little bit about that. So you say, Brother Ricky, what do you do with your money? I'll tell you what I do with my money. I make sure, first of all, I run everything through a trust to make sure I get my money back. All right. Then the second thing that I do is I buy a lot of crypto because it's in the early stages, and we make more money on crypto in a year than some of y'all gonna make in your whole life, and we ain't got to pay no taxes on it because we did it all out of a tax-free trust. So those are the things that I do, and that's why I recommend it. That's why I'm just telling you what it is that I do, and then you all do it if it make the most sense to you. So we make so much money off of what we do. We don't even need no customers. We don't even need no more clients. All we gotta do is just do what we do. All right. But I want everybody to know, like my man Fitzgerald over here, I'm from the south side of Chicago, straight from the hood, just like most of you all. Grew up with a bunch of broke relatives and family members, people who meant well, but ain't nobody had no money. So I'm not from the suburbs. I'm from the hood. I'm from the projects. All right. So I'm interested in human beings doing better than we are currently doing. And I'm interested in educating you all. And some of you all, maybe you can come along, we can end up being partners and stuff. But one thing's for sure, first base is education. All right. So everybody put first base in the chat because you ain't going to second base until you get to first base. And the first base is in education. I ain't talking about the education you got at school. I'm talking about a common law education. All right. First base. So everybody put first base in the chat. All right. Tonight I'm gonna take y'all to first base. I'm gonna teach y'all just the basics of how this money is made. All right. So I'm gonna teach y'all, and that's gonna be free. All right. So you ain't gotta pay nothing. Just don't miss out on class because of a link. Just go to rickthewealthcoach.com. If you don't hurry up and get our link sent directly to you, just go to rickthewealthcoach.com. Nobody can fake that page. That's my page. Nobody can fake that. All right. That's why we created it, because we got all these fake people and they be wasting y'all time. I hate to see a man and a woman's time trifled with. I hate to see a person trying to do good, trying to take care of their business, and then there come all these perpetrating frauds and all that, and they just and jacking their life all up and stuff like that. Bothers me. I don't like that. So that's why we created a page, because we got all these fake pages, and I don't want y'all sending y'all money. Don't send y'all money to nobody. I don't never want your money. Don't never send nobody no money talking about they me. It's never me. I don't want your money. Now you can learn what we're doing, and we got classes and we got levels of memberships and all of that. We do. And you know, you might be, the person that that might work for you, but that's up to you. You come and get educated by us, and then you can make an educated decision on whether it makes sense for you to go any further. And we can make a decision. Well, we want you to go any further because we don't even need nobody money. Are you hearing me? And I don't even sell stuff where I need nobody's money. And I teach everybody around me, don't sell nothing where you need nobody's money. Always sell something where the person, they need you, but you don't need them. And let them know too. Let them know, hey, this is good for you. And if you decide you want to do that, that's good for you. But I'm already doing good. I don't need you to do nothing with me for me to be doing good. Only sell that kind of stuff. Don't sell nothing else. All right. Um, Said, how can you trust me? I don't need you to trust me. All right. Whoever that is talking, I don't need you to trust me. This ain't no interview with me. This is a class that we got tonight. And if you want to come to class, come to class. Or don't come and don't make me no never mind. All right. All that paranoia, yeah, because we come from slaves and all that kind of stuff. I'm a runaway slave. I don't get out like that. I know I don't even ask people questions like that. I come and investigate what's going on and I read for myself. See, I still wasn't able to locate that link for the Reels class I paid for. Um, Send a message, Boogie. Send a message to info at stellarwealthmanagement.com. Info at stellarwealthmanagement.com. Anything that you pay for, we make sure you get it right away. Just send a message to info at stellarwealthmanagement.com. Okay. All right. And everybody, when it comes down to this money, nobody's interested in your paranoid behavior and your scary behavior. And I'll get rid of all that little punk sissy stuff around here and man up, all right, and woman up and read for yourself, okay, and learn for yourself, all right, and get down for you. Take care of your own business. Ain't nobody finna spoon feed no grown folk, all right. Read for yourself. Read the books that I'm suggesting to you if you want this money, all right, and study things and study to show yourself approved, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. I got over 3,000 videos. It's real easy to find out what I'm about. All right. It's real easy to find out what Brother Ricky about. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing behind no closed doors. I'm transparent as you can get. You dig? So read for yourself, study things for yourself, and come on over to classes and learn what you want to learn, what you need to learn, and come on with it. Okay, I'll be glad to help you if you want some help. All right, so the International Monetary Fund is what we're going to be going over tonight. We're going to be going over how we 1099 the bank, how we got $1,042,000 back, and all we put in our bank account was $98,000, and that's our little check. All right, so we're going to show you that. You say, Brother Ricky, I don't believe it. Well, don't come. All right, just don't come. Just do what you was doing. Everything in life. Listen to me good. As you all move on with y'all life for the rest of y'all life, as you deal with real life, while some people live in a fantasy world, remember, live from your future. And when you live from your future, that means that the only people invited into your future are the people you invited. And live the rest of your life dealing with people that you invited in invitations only. And if the person don't what? If they don't fit into your future, then they're not invited. Okay. So anybody that's paranoid, they not invited. Anybody that's ignorant, don't read, they ain't invited. Anybody that's got a slave mentality, they not invited. I don't invite them. I don't invite slaves to my party. I invite runaway slaves to my party. You remember what Harriet Tubman said in the movie when she came to get her own sister, and her sister was screaming and hollering. Well, said I'll scream if you try to take me, because her sister was so used to being a slave until she was paranoid about the idea of coming out of slavery, and it scared her. So when Harriet showed up, here she is, she in a house being raped on a regular basis by the you dig, the master. You dig, she having kids by the master. She in there changing his drawers and kissing his butt, and doing all this nonsense, and this slavery and this debauchery, this debacle and this embarrassing way of living, this humiliating way of living. And then Harriet come to get her and let her know, come on, baby, let's get up out of here. And she's like, man, everybody can't be like you. You know, I'm like, everybody, what you talking about? You happy? You're a happy slave? What do you, I mean, what the hell? So Harriet told her, you know what? If I got to leave you, I just got to leave you then. Why? Because when people are happy slaves, you just leave them where they are. All right. He said, how many pages is my book? I don't know. I didn't number the pages. I didn't number the pages, my friend. I'm sorry. I don't have real long books though. All of my books are relatively short. And the reason is because I would rather that a person read something than just look at something and leave it on the shelf or just get exasperated by the length of it. So I don't have any long books. All of my books are around like 100 pages, maybe. I don't know. But I don't have any long books. All of my books get to the point about what I'm talking about. And because I'm a person that believes in action, like go do something with your life and handle your business. Don't be sitting around having these long, drawn out conversations. Let's pee or get off the pot. That's just my attitude about life. And I believe in getting a lot done. I don't believe in talking a lot. I just believe I'm just a real simple cat. You do. So we're about to start in about we're going to start at 6 o'clock Eastern, and we get to the point pretty quickly. We should be in town. We should be in for about an hour maybe while we're talking. And it's your free way of coming to find out what it is that we're talking about. All right. So I'll be glad to have you if you decide you want to come. Good evening, Brother Justin. How you doing, my friend? God bless you. And welcome, Brother Justin, to our team. Congratulations on you signing up to get you a common law trust. And congratulations on you just being a diligent man. And I look forward to seeing great things happen in your life. Say it's up to us to change our financial situation, Uncle Rick. And just giving a window through. That's right, Sean. That's right. That's correct. All right. All right. So I'm just trying to give you all a couple of more minutes so that y'all can register because we're about to start. About to start in about 5 or 6 minutes. So just put IMF in the chat if you're on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, put IMF in the chat. You'll automatically get the link. If you're on YouTube or if you're on TikTok, it would be easier for you just to go to rickthewealthcoach.com, rickthewealthcoach.com, and just click the free link. It'll be easier for you. If you're good over here on the Instagram, you're good. Just put in IMF. You're good on Facebook. Just put in IMF and a link. It's just the mini chat thing. It just send it to you automatically. You put IMR, Jules. Yeah, put in IMF. You put in the wrong letter. I don't want you to miss it because of that. Thanks, sweetie. Is this turmeric? That's a special content. Oh, it's mint and what else? Oh, mint. Can you warm it back up, please? Right. Mhm. All right. So you all have about you all got about 5 more minutes. So over here, put IMF in the chat if you're interested in coming. If you're here on it's faster for you all that's on YouTube, and if you're on TikTok, it's faster for you just to go to rickthewealthcoach.com. If you're on YouTube or if you're on TikTok, it's faster for you. Just go to rickthewealthcoach.com. That way you ain't got to be waiting on the link. Because my son Ricky got to physically send it to y'all. So I wouldn't wait on it. I would just go to rickthewealthcoach.com if you're on YouTube and you're on TikTok. But if you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram, just put in IMF and we'll be talking to each other in a few minutes live. You'll be inside the group. I'm not going to be on here talking about it. Once I cut this live off in 5 minutes or so, um, then I'm out of here. All right. Uh, yeah, Shantice is doing good, Justin. Thank you for asking about her. Doing real good. The young man she married is so nice, and he treats her like a Fort Knox gold. And it's such a wonderful thing to see your daughter shining and coming out of all of that physical stuff that she's been through. Because when you get around people that's got good sense, it helps you to heal physically too. And my daughter, who works with me, she deals with lupus, but she just married a wonderful young man. So that young fella he's helping her with her healing. We already treat Ashanti's like Fort Knox Gold. I mean, she and I, we like that. You dig? But it's a beautiful thing when a man get a son-in-law, and the son-in-law is a responsible cat. So I'm really happy and grateful for that because she's shining. She's really shining, and she's getting really healthy. So I'm really happy for that. Really happy for that. All right. All right, we're about to switch on over. I want to save my voice, you all, so I can be ready for you all. So I'm gonna give you all about 60 more seconds real quick. Go to rickthewealthcoach.com if you want to come to class tonight, or if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook or Instagram, real quickly before I go, put in IMF. And thank you, Messiah. I appreciate that. I appreciate anybody that prays for our family. We praying for y'all all the time. And believe you me, we don't take nothing for granted. Ain't nobody got to be nice to you. So when you do something nice and you say something nice, you do something. But we're very grateful to be alive and healthy. Very grateful. Need anything, honey? You good? Okay. All right. 30 more seconds, y'all. Give y'all 30 more seconds to put in IMF. Can you do me a favor? Can you text Ricky and tell him some of the people on YouTube are trying to get the link? Can you text him and tell him, send it to him right quick? So if you're all on YouTube, we're going to look at your comments right quick and send a link to you. But it would be faster for you if you're on YouTube. It would be faster for you if you just went to the website. Just go to the website, rickthewealthcoach.com. Y'all should get used to the website anyway, because that's where everything that we do is there. All announcements, everything that we do is there. And that way you're dealing with us. All right. So you're not dealing with some perpetrators. All right. Okay. I'm about to move on over. Listen, I love you all. Those of y'all who can't make it tonight, you all enjoy the rest of y'all beautiful evening. Y'all be blessed in the city, be blessed in the field. Eventually, you'll get a chance to find out what we're doing, and you can at least educate yourself on how to get this money. The International Monetary Fund is got $385 quadrillion in it, and it doesn't make sense for Amazon to make $232 billion and get a $129 million tax return, and for you and me, the average person, to actually make a little money and then have to give up a third of it to the IRS is crazy as hell. That don't even make any sense. And the average one of you, I don't even know that it's a fund that you can get the money from. So we're getting the money. We know what to do now. People that work with us know what to do now. My clients know what to do now. And so we're just happy about that. So we just want to share with you what's going on. Okay. So we're about to start in a few minutes. I'll see you all in a few minutes. And the rest of y'all have a beautiful night. And remember that Stella is as Stella does. Everybody else, I'll see you in class. Gonna start in about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. Love you all. Everybody enjoy your evening. And I'll see some of you all shortly.